Hello, I'm old Mr. Kent. I'm 82 years old and out on my morning e-trike ride. And so I thought maybe you'd like to come along. Today is Friday. It's August 16th, 2024. Pardon me, I start and my throat gets all messed up. So anyway, got a lot of good neighbors around here. So this morning, I thought, oh, by the way, my brakes are working fine. I got it fixed. If you were watching the last video, everything's working great. So today, I'm going to do something I've done before, but I haven't done it for such a long time. If there's any new viewers, I got to go over a bump here and try not to too hard, but that was a nice smooth bump. So so that's what I want to talk about on this video is tire inflation. Okay, when I first got this trike, they had the tires pumped up to 30 pounds per square inch, and it was like riding on, my roads aren't all that smooth, as you can see back there. And so it was like there was no suspension. It was just bang, bang, bang every time I hit a bump. So let me back up in time, back to when I got my e-bike. And it has fat tires. This bike has like medium. It's the fat tires are 4 inches across, and these tires are 3 inches across, and a regular bicycle tire is 2 point something, a little. So what I'm saying is the fat tires have more square inches inside, okay, because they're wider, and so there's more space of rubber. I don't know how to explain it, but anyway, there's more square inches in there. But when we measure pressure, we measure it like 10 pounds per square inch, PSI, okay? And so, now we're going by some construction, but I think you would still be able to hear me. And so, a fat tire has a whole lot more square inches than a bicycle tire. And so, I'm going to let you see what's going on here. They're making a mountain. Okay, we'll talk about that some other day. Anyway, and so if you pump a bicycle tire up to 10 pounds per square inch, there's not that many square inches, and it'll be pretty much flat. It won't be flat, but it'll be worthless. But if you take a fat tire 4 inches across and fill it with 10 pounds, there are so many square inches that 10 pounds makes it feel inflated but soft. And so when I got my my e-bike, they had those tires pumped up all the way, and so it was bumpy. And the roads I ride on, that wasn't nice. So I put my pressure at 10 pounds per square inch, front and rear, and that made it nice and smooth. The only problem is I didn't realize that the front tire, when you put 10 pounds in it, it was actually too low, and I was riding along and on a dirt road that had ruts in it, and when the tire came across a rut that I didn't see, because it was flexible, it caught on the side of the rut and kind of just pulled out from underneath of me, and I crashed, and that's another story, but I got a video on that too. But anyway, so so then I decided, okay, so I put 20 pounds of pressure in the front tire and 10 pounds in the back tire, and that worked fine on my e-bike. Okay, well, these tires are not quite as they don't have as many square inches because they're 3 inches across. And so when I first got this trike, it was hard to ride, or it wasn't comfortable, put it that way. Bump out, every little bump, you could feel it in your behind. And so I decided, all right, so I'm gonna reduce the pressure. So what I've ended up doing is there's 2 rear tires back there, and so I put anywhere between 10 and 12 pounds. I usually fill it with 12 pounds of per 12 pounds per square inch, and there's enough square inches there that you can the back tires, or right now you can hardly tell that they're low on air. So that works on the back. And then the front, because there's only one front tire, I put about 18 to 20 pounds of air in it. And that way I get a nice soft ride, and it's nice and cushioned. Now, when I've done this before, I've had people comment, that's really dangerous. Okay? I can give you one instance where it was dangerous. Is I didn't realize the front tire was too low, and I crawled up the side of that rut. So, but other than that, it's not dangerous to have your tires lower than what they recommend. The reason they recommend the pressure they do is because that's what the tire is designed for, and so it doesn't hurt to run at lower pressure. Okay, so that's what I do on my trike, and that's the nice soft ride. When I went over that bump back there, it didn't jar me. It just kind of bumped up, you know. In fact, when I'm going along and I hit like a bump in the road, it'll bounce me up and down. It won't jar me. Okay. So if you're riding a trike, most likely it doesn't have suspension, and if it has 3-inch tires, you can reduce the pressure down. Maybe half of what 30 pounds would be, 15 pounds or something, and it will give you a smoother ride without any suspension built into the trike. So I wanted to talk about that, and then also I've been real happy with the camera that I bought. I bought it about 2 or 3 months ago now. Time goes by so fast. Anyway, it's a 360 camera. It can take pictures while I'm riding along. It can take pictures in all directions. And if I can remember, I'll put a link probably at the end of this video on how I edit and everything. But anyway, it's a very nice camera. It cost me $450, and for what I do, I found it more, valuable for what I do. So, more construction. No, they're pumping. I think they're pumping out water. I don't know what they're doing. All right, so I want to talk about this 360 camera. I don't like going into settings because if you start adjusting things, then when you get out and start taking pictures, you don't get what you thought would, or something doesn't work. And when you, like in this case here, my camera's got to work, or I waste my time on my ride. So, so I don't like going into settings. But last night, didn't have anything to do. I went into settings, and I found out that this has voice command on it. And I've never had a camera that had voice commands, and so I thought, well, okay, I'll turn that on and try it out this morning's ride. So I turned it on, and now we're going to try it out for the first time with voice commands. So we'll see if it really works. All right, 360 camera. Look in the direction of our heading. 360 camera, look in the direction of our heading. All right, that's cool. Okay, 360 camera. Look 90 degrees to the right. Well, that's cool. That's working. All right. 360 camera. Look 180 degrees, or a point 180 degrees to the left. How about that? That is so cool. Voice commands. All right. Let's see. 360 camera. Point at the sound of voice control. Wait a minute. Hold it. Whoa. You missed it. 360 camera. Stop. Here comes a car. 360 camera. Pause. 360 camera. Exit. 360 camera. Stop, stop, stop. 360 camera. Simon says stop. How about that? It knows that game. That's programmed in, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, by the way, I wouldn't believe everything you see on this channel, okay? I mean, I try to be honest about everything, but once in a while. All right, so so with that, I want to just thank you for putting up with me. Thank you for watching my videos, and God bless.